the one and only Mercedes Moné. Right after her big event at Yokohama Arena where she defended the IWGP title at Stardom. Mercedes, how are we feeling after the match?
I am feeling sore. I am feeling defeated. I am feeling broke. But you know what? I called my CPA and she told me that I'm still very, very rich. So I will be okay. You know what? I defended my IWGP championship. I won the IWGP championship back in February against Kairi-san. But I lost it this past week. And legit, I feel broke. But like I said, my CPA said I'm still really rich. And I will come back and I will get the IWGP Women's Championship back. But until then, I'm enjoying Japan. I am dressed up in kimonos. I don't know what you're wearing. I don't know what it's called here in Japan for men. But we are enjoying Japan, and I have enjoyed it for the past month. And I'm just so thankful for this past month with New Japan and Stardom. It's been the greatest time of my whole entire life, and I just cannot believe it.
So I got to talk about this match. My wife, Grace, who is filming right now, and I flew all the way to Japan to see this match. Absolutely incredible. Your entrance, the match itself, amazing. This was a physical one for me right from the get-go, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from the first sequence, the first move of the match, you got hit in the forehead really hard, and it ballooned up pretty bad.
You know, I've been wrestling for 13 years. And this past week has been actually the hardest match I've ever experienced my whole life. The hardest hitting match, the hardest kicks I've ever experienced. And I got this big ass balloon on my face in the first 5 seconds, and I just couldn't believe it. But I told myself, Mercedes, you have to finish. You're in Japan. The fans are chanting for you. Money-san, CEO, you have to go. But this balloon in my eye, I couldn't fucking see. I couldn't see one bit. That's why I couldn't kick out at the end. Mayu-san, you're legit the icon of Stardom, and I learned that last week in Stardom. But I promise you, when I come back to Stardom, when I come back to New Japan, you will make sure that I will be winning many money. Hey.
Now, all right, so you had the big balloon on the forehead. Obviously, it already resolved, and we're just a couple of days past the match. You have your next big match with New Japan Pro Wrestling in Long Beach at New Japan Resurgence. What can we expect to see out of that match? What are we going to see there?
Well, I'm so excited to go home. I'm so excited to go back to the United States so I can roll a big, nice, big one, because I've been missing that so much here in Japan. But at Resurgence, May 21st, really, I don't even know what to expect. I don't know what's next for Mercedes Moné besides many bags in the bank. I don't know what to expect, so that's why I want the world to come to May 21st, the Resurgence show. I think it's going to be money in the bank for sure.
Now you're doing an autograph signing right before the event, and then after the event, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is your last contractual obligation to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and then you're a free agent once again. What can we expect afterwards? Obviously, you're receiving offers from all of the world's top promotions, including ones we know quite well. What are we thinking on what's next?
What's next? I mean, besides just wrestling, I have so many auditions in the bank. I have movies coming up. I have TV shows coming out. Besides just finishing The Mandalorian Season 3, there is just so much coming for me, and I just cannot believe just the amounts of support and the respect that I've been receiving from all over the world, not just wrestling fans, from Star Wars fans, from all of the fans all over the world, just to see what I'm going to be doing next. I'm just excited to see what I'm going to be doing next. I don't know what's next in my chapter, but I know that I have so much lined up. I have auditions upon auditions upon auditions. I'm receiving roles after roles after roles. I'm getting asked upon matches against everybody across the world. I don't know what's next, but I just can expect that it's going to be the absolute best. Because when you have money in the bank, you got to spend it all day. I'm making that dollar go up. I'm making it again go up. And that's just what you can expect from Mercedes Moné.
Now, I got to ask you about this before we talk about what we've been doing all week. But 4 months, you told me earlier today, 4 months you spent flying back and forth, wrestling for WWE and filming The Mandalorian. What was that like, working with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood for one of the biggest movie franchises of all time while you were wrestling for WWE, defending the world's top titles. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I mean, working with Baby Yoda, Roku, Pedro, just period, Pedro. Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan. Working with the Night Owls. It's just been a dream come true. Like, Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises in the whole entire world. Besides wrestling and period, the WWE universe, being part of the Star Wars universe is just like, there's no comparison. Like, right here in front of us is so many WWE action figures. But to see myself now in Star Wars action figures, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, I have about like 7 Star Wars action figures now, playing Koska Reeves in The Mandalorian as a Night Owl. It is so incredible. So I'm so excited to see what the world's gonna bring me next, and it's gonna be so cool. I can't share it because I've signed so many NDAs. That's how a CEO does. But just expect, not just this year, next year, and the next 2 years, you're going to be seeing Mercedes Varnado, Mercedes Moné, all over the globe, all over the world. So thank you so much for supporting me, watching me, and just being part of my journey. It's been such an incredible one, a long one, a full story, and I can't wait to tell the whole world what's been going on with me. But until then, please be following me everywhere that I go, all over social media, the Mercedes Moné, Mercedes Varnado, everywhere, the official Mercedes Varnado on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, and you'll be seeing what I'm going to be doing next.
And last question, since your match finished, we have done a lot of cool things in Japan this week. Let's see, we did a tea mastery class today.
Wow, which was so cool.
Pretty awesome. We went exploring Kyoto, Tokyo, Osaka. We saw the temples. We got fitted in these awesome kimonos. We just ate at a 3-star Michelin restaurant, which you got us booked at 2 hours before the meal started, which is not usually a thing. What has been your highlight of being in Japan outside of wrestling?
I mean, besides just being famous as hell and just getting into any place just like that, because I am Mercedes Moné and they respect me like hell in Japan. What has been my favorite thing so far, I mean, just wrestling in front of the Japanese fans has been so incredible. I have brought international fans. I have raised Stardom and New Japan to a high different level where it is not just in Japan, it is global now. People are talking about it all over the world. That's what I want for women's wrestling. That's what I want for wrestling in general. That's probably my favorite thing that I've done so far. And just eating the best food in the whole world here in Japan. I am so full that my kimono is just about to burst. It's about to burst. But there's been hot springs, there's been kimonos, there's been tea tastings, there's been train rides, there's been free rides, there's been train rides, there's been taxis, there's been absolutely everything. There's been championships, action figures, the greatest bartender in the world. Come here. He's been attending WrestleMania since he was 10 years old, right? Hi.
Hi. Hi.
So just absolutely everything. As you see right here in the background is my match from Sakura Genesis.
There you are.
Three-way. Oh, I'm about to hit the double bank statement. About to make these bitches tap out. It's just been an absolute amazing experience here in Japan, and I just cannot wait to come back. But I cannot wait to come back to the USA so I can roll up a big one, smoke one, roll one again, and go to Long Beach, baby, where you can go to my cousin's house, Snoop Dogg. But the next step on my journey is Resurgence on May 21st, where you can see Mercedes Moné once again.